Abusia ena Maame Grace yesi 880 ba o 888 ba o ena fa hin ekosi. It's something that happens in everybody's life once in a blue moon. There are people omo life ankasa no guided and controlled with this kind of numbers. Inti enda no me to me bo me nkoka 880 no pe, but me ma full episode about numbers adekro. Some time ago, I did an episode about the great shift of both the earth and the need for people to also shift into the new world. Me ne wo kan the fifth dimension na me say asase no a shift akọ enti wa one shift yanko a wo betena 3D ni mu no wo be ye extinct wo ye extinct a bibia nguro ade a ye extinct no bibia nkoso enti na frustration na fe no nipa rerereom ho no mu ekukukuku om ho na me use Bible scripture e dey example de ma said the Paul kan ye no o se sunsum pe na honam mre be catch mo say first no na honam no na drive sunsum no but se see dey sunsum no na drive honam no enti se wa ma sunsum na anya den na ntimi anhye wo honam no so a na wote de a wotilimu a waso be hye enunti na left right center front back baby a wo be fa bia wote enlightenment baby a wo be fa bia wote enlightenment is trying to enlighten you so you are able to control your body because enya body ni na control spirit ni biom your spirit no na control body ni now because you are shifted from this 3D dimension no akọ the 3rd dimension. And no, and I mean, I discussed it some time ago. Many people have asked me to give physical signs for them to know whether they are shifting in or not. Now, crop person munti ye better than you say you shifting, you better than you say you say you better than tia nano. Meto me bona mama signs ni bebrebe be ye 5 kra. Dia meto me mebiano mema. Ako dru baby me feel say my brain na me jai. So today on the show, I will make it brief to give us very essential signs of the shift. Wa shifty be as why esting, so wa shifty, and the show no me be taking me time. Na na ya kom na ma kyerɛkyerɛ onia maybe a AC, any nia maybe a air koso, any idea wuhu. Wa shifty na nso wuhu because se be kafra fa kyɛ me. Aya na ye say understanding no e wo form kakra. Ai ba kakra no ye kɔ na ye beduru hɔ. Inti abusia, ye ready na fa nso si wo nkyɛn. Now, Baba share time with Maame Grace, and the topic no, yes, sinking the higher dimension. Abusia me mankran bia chi mankran bia ha mankran bia adwo ba bia wo bia na emra abo wo ho bia no ehonu mu nchi akase e na mede bo epini wo ai me ma wakwaba e de ba time with Maame Grace dwumedie kase yi eso edin a me gye so wo platform we so e the prettiest preacher ai me ho akonno chenchenam ai I'm the prettiest preacher. Call me Maame Grace on this platform. I'm a cultural. Ye tight ni ye offering na ye tuya wa hanu. Ye ube like issue. Sometimes you look at the views and you look at the like. Na almost say no so eka ho. Let's do our best. Na like video no so na share na enso ankran biya eso. Me mwakwaba. And then your topic no ye sinking the higher dimension. And no and then ye discussing. I will explain the science of the shift with a theory in spirituality called synchronic. But first, let me give you a practical scenario. Se si eniyama ni nyina me ya na me di niyama etoto ho because ye nyina ye nyepe. Obi a ho odin eno nkyere se obi sakra ne so won faso. The other day na me teach nkrofo bi na me de edan eye mfato ho ema omu. Se de ade ketewa bi anipa e wo wiase ebi nso na ebi nso. Edan na esi won wo fie ni si edan na esi woni nyina eso. Echen gate na wo edan na no no. Nanso se gate ni ho a untumi ntena fie ho because security ni ho. Gate ni so esi wo no enso nchen fie no nti so small gate ni ho a efie na ye useless. Se wo yi anoto nchen a gate na nkasa nso a esi ho no a wuhu no ade kituwa bi na som nti na ma ye bie na ye santum because gate no tusi ho a obi be ma so ato atwene be wura fie ho ti ade ketewa bi na e hold gate ni ma etumi bie na ekọ na wasan atum sa ade ketewa mo friend say hinches ana eno ana hinches nka na dia mo pe eno ene kita door ni mu gate ni mu a utumi bie na akọ look at how small the hinges is eno ne so wo fie ni nyina but eno so ni ho a security bie ni wo nti nipa e wo wiase no obiara biara hu hia ai obi ensu nchen obi ai nti no ye bubum na se de obi size tie bia no ebi etumi aso no so nti me take me time na me de yi practical things scenarios de ma se de obetumi ate ase the other last week no me de ark na no one ark na nsuo toye no eno na me de ye we mam all these things are coded in the Bible but the hompo de me nko na me pese oti ase se ade bia entimi nkasa what this physical world no it sees beyond ordinary adie bia entimi nkasa akola ya wo nenne edua ensuo emmoa omo nyina they see what we cannot see because ye wo language ye kasa nti akola ya wo na from time aya wo no na odawa obo so no nko a wo sere na odi agro na ohu e na o sere na odi agro akola betumi asu de den na ote so te se wahu baby a osuro e den na wahu because at that time na on kasa no otumi hu bibia ebro yeni eso enu nti na mmoa nyankopon kata omoano se de be omu behu bibia ye wo akola foforo so a odene full consciousness ba language ni ho masa akola no enti me pese wo te ase se ahanom na ye wo no wo betumi ehu bibi beyond you a ese wo susu kasa enu nti na omo ye meditation they are better people no mo align with spiritual life eche omo ye koka anything na eba ha no ewo expiring date abeye physical eni ahoden ewo honhom afem epesa ankra bia etumi ete ase ewo hanom saying children sometimes see beings like ghosts and other dimensional creatures eno na me de aye mfato wacho nti omo nko ada ho a wo behu se na omo sere me de mwa ne ade nyina aye example ama ne nti enyankopon close omo ano why because their pineal gland before age 7 is soft and responsive eno na me start na me chire mu no kire wo no anything na enkasa no ewa ahoden sronko bi eno nti na wo mpo wo da na ukasa no wano aka atumu a na utumi eso dai eko places ko hu nipa bi no mo any creatures bi no mo ni places bi no mo a sanka wo wanyane na wo honam nyina enye zero a untumi nko sa place no untumi hu sa place no so children can interact with other dimensions medical ka tro mo da ho na mo sere mo da ho a ombetumi esu de den omo no mo nim ni omo hu. In adult, it's the same. Yenyina ye betumi access those dimensions. But the difficulty is that adults have hardened carbonated pineal gland. So bia ete honom no ase because indoctrination any dogma any bu ne ho so yo bia ade se nyame bi ene sa ade ni nti obi ade no ayete say de de boba atoso. So because say wow instincts impo kasa kire wa your inner man no kra kasa kire wa wo be ka se wunji ndi nti che se okohu osofo nti se bibia ye nyama basa. However, if your pineal can transcend, it now shows the mind a world that is beyond time. So pineal gland no eye eduma and interact with things other people can't understand or experience. So woman wo gland no eye eduma e honom na wo beti se niam we ase because bibia wo hu bia no wo de gidie ana wo de wo awu hu ahotoso ena di tu anamo wo hi obi permission ena wo hu so obetumi aye a lot of things into no se bibi drop it in your spirit you work towards it no one make sure so wo de about reality enu nti na meme wo ho no men doubt ni pa bia chese minim set time wo ho e bi ye jokes de but wo kra wo joke no so there is time for you Growth is there for every human being. Ya wo akola se bio ka fra mfa ncheme so ye yarefo so ye nyansani se no matter the deformity ya wo akola no ho no akola no obenyini enyini ye ankorankore bia dea ai nti no wo ho no ma wontumi nka se we die obia betumi ehu bibi but the nipa ni ehu true no eno na e matter because consequences ni beba ewo baby adekuni fear eba no ehu. Just as in children, their pineal gland can take them to different dimensions permanently. Such is the shift for adults also. Depends on the juma wankasa ubeye wo ho. Baby awowo ni awo ye ni awode wo time wo ye enu na determine baby awo beko. Ananiama ubetumi aye. All you need to do and now all you need to understand or all you need to know is say one kasa nipa na woto no wo ye sebe honhom ena wa befa honami akurakura wo ho ena honam no ama honhom no ayemre because ahanete ena honhom no enye ne tenabea ne ha nti it is wo nipa no wo responsibility so wo be make sure say all the shoes and all the shirts and all the things na wo to ma honam no wo ye bibi so de ma o kra no na omo align na say you say bibia ne ha woni adaje 5 minutes for yourself de bia alarm si so wo sorry ya na wo ko honam ne ye weak na body ni hu se mpa biom a ebeja ho akọ nti to aduane di tata de pa na hye wo ho ma wo hu nya hwam because the body ni say ya na honhom no eja ho no mo eko. So the purging of the adult pineal gland to access alternate dimensions and take the mind to it is what is called spiritual synchronicity. Adia wey ena ba ko eno ye mass adia enkrofo bi o matena se aye adwuma akakulate ehu no eno ye mass people will be like me kohwe YouTube na me ko Google ye na me share me zodiac sign na dia muhu wo ni na they are mass products. What you say Google onimu o ma me wo no no ndina ho akasa asem we say zodiac sign no mo read ya na mo hwe because asem ni nyina ye wa brabo no ejina 1 hour before your birth and 1 hour after your birth nti enye the whole day no na eye wu case but no de bi maybe one day bi na ye bebo afa ho na yaka ho asem nti spiritual synchronicity ya de a enkrofo feel say eni hopo apart from 8880 na me say na nkrofo we omuka 8888 na che so omo pa che se de ekọ nyina dada de na ewo hono no omo nim adekro ana eno na ndem pese yehwe wo hwe time with Maame Grace. Now we are discussing sinking the higher dimensions. And when a topic here discussing within the unim dada within the Maame Grace. Into see no spiritual synchronicity. Obi baby say a den and a spiritual synchronicity. A very important thing to note is that most spiritual gurus have observed that certain numbers become frequently visible and frequently interact with your vision if your pineal is assessing the shift into higher dimensions. Intinye 888 na ba ye ne pe. But spiritual gurus no omutsua de ehu se there are times na nkrofo we no de ye me ya wo mu nie. They don't even know who they are. De bia wo da wani so bete wo na wo be sore no wo hwe behwe watch ne so no na about 333. Ebi wa wo to wono mo ya de a wo fa watch na wo hwe so a na about 1111. Wo hwe so a na number same numbers no na e wo so if you are spiritually inclined at that moment no wo behwe adeko a wo ye anytime na abo no there's a message there. Enti we na ye feel say ye nim na ye say chi say 888 aba ansa na ye feel say bibi aba individually no you get this visitation but because you don't know so when you be who experiencing this thing now make it frequently you can write it in the comment section you won't be brave or experience it but they don't know what to do make obi be can so on chere an ka me chire we nka mewu won so so sua bi nti wo so ya choro na be a seeker. Now when you become a seeker, you most definitely will find your path. Intimate na also obi na emechiro obedware ayi coffee. These numbers are usually 1111, 333, ebi a 444, 44. What you say? Number na synchronize no. Why na tai hu bi? Na hu a wadwen ni sen, especially omo date of birth. Obi wo hono a ye wo no 26 6 2016. Wo say nipa no. Wo say nipa no, wo ye nipa ben. So you could be driving and see a car registration number 1111 or 333 like a. These are languages spiritual synchronicity no edemayen. But eno yente ase ene no so emfo obi a ho obi anfra me da embisa me sa asem ne da se me tai hu sa number we me yese mti we ba na omo kana me say it means we really don't have a lot of ideas about this, you know. Let me give a full education about it. So enye 888 pe ena eye important to you, but as individual no won so ni niama wo hu sa ena mabobo so akere no, they are messages. What messages are they? A kire sense wo ye obi a wo tai hu sa niama na wo ye de be nipa e de na ese wo ye se wo hu sa niama na eno ena na me pese ye discuss. Wo phone numbers kra et saying ebinum wo kwose okoto chip no mu yi number ne ma ho na numbers kra hwan no de ba what is the origin of numbers why na the numbers kra e de ma yen wo chip na wo kita wo number ne ye den se wo number ne sisa how do you feel? Do you think it's normal? This is the initial hint that certain codes are being made accessible to your pineal gland. We obi a hu sa nyama na pineal gland per se access nyama. For many secret societies and spiritual groups that are taught synchronized activities, these are the signs they teach. Understand certain numbers and the events they come with so you can project into the new dimension. So one thing we say, na so for say yen ready zodiac sign per ma na wontena ho de I'm sorry for you. Because listen, your energies as a spirit dwelling inside of you no pretty just like obenante akobi unti na make sure say me I'm not preaching anything to you. I'm preaching yourself to you. All these are things that one kasa obetumi access naturally enye by force boko obodo. And you will get there. Say ya ma little things ye energy ne kachre ye na nye important to us. Ye be chinsa and people will make money out of our souls. So what am I say? Enti one kasa na wotina se na adwin bi ba wutrim. Say your business way and now start a business. Now look at you. Enti what makes you think say nia akebia in life no one kasa wadwin to me ye. Nobody chose your husband or your wife for you. And then race obi na choose ma wo de ya ene na due abusua into the American ina say when you understand that you are a whole package, a whole spirit, a whole god, bibia wo mu te say car say the car hia nyankopon so wo movie na wo nipa dasani wo ye car into jitum say bibia ye fully packaged e wo mu e ye wo na esa o ma wani da ho na wutumi access all these things. Na fluoride ne ye keke ka hu ni yi apapa ye pineal gland ye nam he pineal gland so asem am kotamba 3 years ago na be dane asem abusia se ya mafom ne ya masa niama we no anya adwuma ama ye na ye nya ye hu niama bi a ya mfa na ye nyusu ne ye se ye be depend e wa afoforo so a e be ye den papa e de amaye. But because numerology is a special field, I won't dwell on that. Because eno me show be a wabin or cortex somebody a wasan being womb because enye ne kan ne keke e be a true kan. But ye woncrophobia omu use. Ghana hakra how many architects ni ye wa omo de numerology e de ka adwunma na omo ye no ho etimi kire se edan wei ese ni door ne hwe ha ni window ne hwe ha omo hwe landscape no not awia no ba bi e to fiba ba bi amu ni pie fiba enframa na ba bi e start fiba how many architects no omo wa ye wa omo de numerology e de ka omo adwuma na omo ye no ho so that obi bedroom enko ye obi motorway ono na yire court na emu no wanyin 6 times ni nyina asay. How many people no omo de wey e de ka ho omo ehu ba bi omo fa dan na nimu nhwe omo ehu ba bi omo fa door no nko ebi kra wo ensesa wo de iron metal e de ye gate no because of baby a e dan na nimu hwe ni frequency a ewia ni to a e ba edio. I will sit with an expert on occultism and numbers one of these days to speak exclusively about this topic so we can understand from the hidden society perspective and the numerology angle too. Make sure be I'm the number, like I said, not just a numerologist but occultism or so there no so obi oye occult no there no so aka ho so that because omo no mo tire niamem a omo ko deeper. Nti make sure obi sa de na bana ye ne natena se na yakọ that area no mu na afi ya kire ho no sumu. But the good news is that I am willing to share my personal science and experiences with all of us. Now what the atoto wo de because platform we so no when I check the comment section and me who Maame Grace be 1 million but omo nkasa po omo ni. Some of the signs I will share may have been experienced by 1 or 2 people, but this is an indication that your mental plane is accessing a higher realm. There may be share no, so we will be a toward the eswa, then you know where you are and how you should behave. Oh, share time with Maame Grace. Yeah, discusses sinking the higher dimensions. Enti niama ni bi na mebe bobos no enti dia wo de we minim se nipa bebre enti na ya na mere aho because you can't actually say wunyo obia wo ye a whole package na we no minim de enti so nipa so nka nkire nipa say wo wunye lesser than I am wo ye obi wo ye big. Just learn and know yourself and tie me obia won the path wo betumi esua firi obi ho. At the moment you become a seeker, you will find your path. And you're very simple. Obi ntimi mfa won tena ho enkyere spirituality da. You can have somebody who feel say who resonate with no na who for the teachings no just like people are doing here no, but you become a seeker and find your path because obi experiences and all can. Obi experiences and you experience. Obi a won de. Now, abusia Mama yenhwe the lucid stage, not the lucid dream. I said the lucid stage. The first stage involves seeing an event happen before they do. You won crofoni bi wo a ohun ya me baba ko ohun short term ohun ade ni ayere so 3 days na dem. But omo no omo mpe spirituality. They just love their body until they eat clean and their body is in shape. So because they eat clean, who a spiritual person now why you tefu? You need to ask questions. Because listen, a trim because you can't put anything in your mouth like that. Into I also said then cry into omo any spiritual people, but they eat clean, omo practicing yoga, they are higher in the realms of the spirit, though they don't place themselves in a particular way, but they can see things and they can happen because the gland is very clean. Into where the DNA body shape, any baby also determine whether you see or not. So, for example, daydreaming of the outcome of a meeting on your way, and when you get there, it plays out exactly as you envisioned. You want crofobia or ochina obekwa adwuma o. Ade nyanchi yo. Ade obehu bibi ebi wo ho a okwa adwuma no na adwene mu no na ade ni play e wo ho. Say adwuma okwa say oh do ya na edem. Obi kra to me move in a car. Na wate say menko ukwa a ubenya accident na watwe na so. Now ebi kra te asem no na em say menye mamenye they are even in a confused state. Obo so mo akoye na omo aboka ebi yidie ye business sankrofo ni nyina omo wo ho. This stage makes you see more clearer thought before they manifest. Ye won krofo bi wo ho sa. Who a platform we so now show me this is the stage I want you to get to. So we get it through to this stage nobody can make a fool out of you. Because what's na wana ubehu bibia, what's na office wana ubehu bibia, ura office wana na environment na senti na tai ho no kra beka bibia ache. Me pamocho, work on yourself. What? You are bigger, you are larger. Wonya list. Afe yansha we, Joel chapter 2, verse 28 to 32. I read. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. This is what is coded in the Bible. It's talking about the lucid stage of a human being. It is only Christians and omo di omo mba see visions. Omo kununum kokora ni omo nananum see visions that it is only the pastor who will see visions and grow old and nebasu be see visions no wa be continue a enslaving crofo. This is in your Bible. When you be enfim, or say all of us. Nti mu fie ho, mo ye mu decision, obi yare a, mutumi bo mpae ma no, anaje mo akofere obi aba. Bible na kan yo, we nyame na metworo gu Bible nim. Ti don't come after me. Eya na arehu. Eya arehu papa. To understand the lucid stage, tieniye, think of the usual situation where you think of someone or mention their name and then they call you or you meet them in person. So when we say first yes you bo bi ye nananom they were spiritual. Emi ya se madane omu nyina ndua ne nantwie eti ambeben. Emi ya dodo. Omo say ubo nipa din na wa ehu na wawu mokai. Na omuka, they were talking about the lucid stage. These people were so genius. They never knew say I'm from Abosun yebesa yo munuan so e dey aka ho. Yes, that stage in a more clearer vision sense. So one obi a ohwe me bia get to this stage in pempo a anke na from sa. Kaye mania me bi nye ye said ya yehu say eniame bi yehu ama na kire say spirituality ni kra apo no I just also bonfire now the find bomb just aden why me dofo say wo hwa me a wo papa no kan me ni adofo say wo hwa me a hwa you are everything. Tell yourself, believe in your own self. If you will believe anything, believe in yourself because you are capable of anything. Inti me fa ho nto fom na ebu ho abomfia wo kwan bia so se wotumi hu we pe a obi eni ho betumi e play wu ai abusia inti master kakra ya maken the lucid stage no na fa bo a wa wo ho fa save you so what e be bo. Now let's look at number 2, hyper intuition and super instinct stage, another powerful stage. All these things, no, don't tell me you don't know. You can work around it. Now, what get it on? Here, you can make accurate decisions in split seconds, and you can make predictions of situations with so much detail and accuracy of the results. This thing, I am so good at it. Mami blow me horn kakra. Na say dey ekota ade bi. Na me catch my boss, Dr. Kelly. Me catch Dr. Kelly said, this thing will not come. He never believed me. Catch and said, this thing will not come. So I will prepare for arrest. Me can no ka say me joke. E be da na ni say hwem. Na feel say your instincts was so right about this guy. There are a lot of things I bet me I save you onyame wa busy oni ho time. Nyawa wo time nenya ninya bi a ewo wo mu se wo bufu na otumi nya ahoden e de ye niya bi a se bufuo no ewo wo mu sa ahoden ni wo mu ubetumi raise sa energy no in a positive way. Now they asese niya ubeja isu one time utumi hu sa niya we no na se utumi ye wo decisions a e be ye den se ubehwe ase. The reason being that wo kwa relationship ni mu na wahwehwe na wahu wo shemu na hu sa akwa we owo multiple disorder wonni made no from end no from the beginning. What you say, I didn't know him na chase ni na wie ye. Said the omusi Nyankopon ya chase ni wie ye Nyankopon no. Wa na nyame ka kire wo nyame se nyame ya chase. Enti se wunya hu sa niama we ya you are going o ko try na so wa prepare na wo ko unko mu fuka na wakoma akote because ye won krofo ni bi wo omo wiase omo baaye no omo de ni say omo hurt nipa. Listen, makacho we have people with souls and soulless beings. O prawa o ye obone a ni kuro mu eno na ye duane omo di ti wo na hu ni say ye bone ono onim ni say ye bone ana won to be so blame no eye wo na wan guru mi wo na wan hu say these people are also around, you will meet them na wo be ma wo senses ni uni ama akọ high nti wo hia bia na wan hu say akọ yi nie ba wa ba me kwan so sa na nature na prepare no nti me de me intuition no me de me hyper intuition no na be deal with sa asomesi na mafemu afia mimpie because abrabo na ye bo no eye class obeko so afani amam na se wan fa sa ni amamienu wonni lucid stage na se wonni this hyper intuition stage ni so a ene bibia afa we fa wofuka enu nti na mema 120 omo nyina ebu kwasea na omo kọ work on yourself minu aba ma the same thing na eyew repeat you don't learn from it. Se enye ebinum akoma no akọ beyond heartbreak aye heart crash akoma na nyam opam kura enye. Sometimes I don't know why we don't teach our children these things. Enkola ne de hey mesi nyame bebo ameke obi si nyame be like I mean your energies will help me. Se enkola na e wa broche ne force omo parent se omo mfa omo mra no omo mehu me na ba ko bi oba ya me ya se me chiro ne di nso meja or force so beka twi ya kire me o se Maame Grace me pese me yet se wo nkola ni bi ko school ni ade a omo iPad o se tablet no na omo yi me wo so wa brochire nkola no they are getting the message omo esa na makoma ebubu na afei I say nisu atata me because wo ya ade na wo ne nkola na e ya na chese ade na wo ye ne divine. We beat and put fear in children who have super instincts just because they don't agree with our opinions. African children there, omuye mobo papa, nem girls ne there. Oh, no matter how huge our talent ye no, omo de omo culture, so mo ba nkasa ne ade no, omo beka ne nyina hye, ene mo bra mo bre. We are on to me bisa papa question. Abrochira kwala we bisa question am we yi anu ama wafa wo ho tetete. Na wo se be ma wo mu abono. Ye de bo mo kra che nwan. Ye ma kwala ni bisa question na omu ade. Ekrom akra wo kan wasem kra che se wo ye proud. Anka wo to force, wo ba na wo koto TK mass bre me a. E na me share ya anka wo be hu se nye pride. But hu nsum. Wo na ya etia wo area ha. Nti no hu chirew. Nti wo beka bibia na se mbebo duku bi tetene na ye bo ye mfita amabo asimitiri so aba abechiro. In my experience in doing these theories of spirituality, I have come across people who lack the speed to understand new situations. Asemba ko beka I treat topics and spiritual people you feel they know we say enesa until you ask yourself say okay let's all learn together. Obehwe no na baby odinam no naru obi a we read the book eye wa akwa knowledge obi a wahwe movies why not, but obi a all propounding on new theories every day for 8 years consistently. Me ma messages every day. I am bigger out there in the Western world. I'm bigger here too. Oh, that one day, nobody can dispute that fact. If you hate, you hate. But you know I am the greatest. Because I'm saying things that don't tally with what they read. What they were told by a lecturer. What their culture says. Or what a document or a professor has said. I was dealing with haters who lack the gift of hypercognitions. Omu nimshi. Sabe me kasa omu nimshi. Nobody should get me wrong. Say me patche say omu abon wana bibi. but wahu eniama enye normal na enye ordinary no eya ye woni pe mu ha wo pai ni tim di hyem kuro ebepie nti wo be kasa sa o say you are talking too much, go straight to the point. Wabon only visions ada. I always say that the theories and visions of my new realm, I can't preach them because some of you are not ready yet. You are locked up in 3D intelligence. Obia o calculate o ka asem no calculate wa ha. Nti nkola no omo get me more wa broche. Nti I'm like, okay, aden nkola sese Ghana kra nkola no get me omo do me. Nti me ba be ye one day see what for I will see only the case, talk to them about their dreams and all that. I will do it after school. Me for time na maye. Okay say me start show no. Me ye meditation section MIA. Ti me ye senka every dawn. Me boat waswa nanka ye nya ye hu adwuma. Ye wo all the accoutrement ni bibia e wa ha. Ni ye hu adwuma. I realized people were not ready. Ene ye jaye. Enye say ye jaye ye hold ye. Now no people are demanding for people are now demanding for meditation. Ti ye be nyane show no enche ye puti niama together. Sisa niama ani se nyame ye adom ne yetumi ye wi a se meka nyame ye adom me bisa me question ya ka aka ye ho wo ho tesen wo so ho ye wonim se wo problem mu nso wo beje so se wo ho ye aka nti muma ye nyina ye mfa ne sa akwa ne kan wo so yo mko Jamaica no e na mo se Jamaica na dani omudin Jamaicans nti Jamaica nti fa ne sa aka ye num ya ka ma aka ye num nti abusua men ye locked up here because niama wuhuni niama wunim wa hanimpo dia wunim doso e chen dia wunim nti bie wa adwemu na sie niama ko menye static menye stagnant e wo one place na obebom e se wudi we e de to wa adwemu. Now let's look at ethereal stage. So wo free lucid stage na e na obeba hyper intuition stage no afei na waba ethereal stage. This is the stage where you usually see and interact with supreme beings and spirit guides. I didn't say you have contract with them. Me say we interact with them. There was once I slept and dreamt I was in a class and studying. The following morning, I used the things they taught me for a 2-hour editorial on spiritual hour. Yes. You guys watched it right here on YouTube. Me vision, I saw it. I don't know why. Ye na ye jitum say education has no end. But so be so die sorry or to school dem or say ye evil. Mean to me say. Do you feel that so would you say education has no end? Obetna classrooms won kwanda nyina. You learn from ethereal, you learn from your hyper intuition, you learn from your lucid stage. We have a lot of stages wobesua adesua no classroom de ne ye man made. We have a way of learning naturally and it is part of every human being. Person obia ete ase nti munsusu sa mo so daya mudi niama e na me so daya e na me wo classroom e na me yesei internet sensem no basa. Revelations platform, a lot of topics na me mu treat no, they are things that I got from ethereal stage. Ebi wo ho no ma obehu se wakowura baabi na omo kire wo niama bi na se nyame ye na adom ne etumi pagya ye hudu da level a wo so daya wo remfie wo bekai na wo so dai na wo remfi na wo kai na wo hwehwemu e betoa so even if it is 6 years na etoa so a you are able to bring it to reality. Na wunya the bad reality, then you see the power you possess as a human being. Then you will realize that these entities need these beings, you know, they can never be your master. You are rather their master because they are there for your use. Why is so low? Nti no mo enante ewo so no. Nti onyame mbo na wompeja wumu. Enti enya classroom nkoten na wosua ade. Sadam no ota nchehen nananom che wo hu hwe. Cause your maame wanko school so read chi Bible. Oye den no hu ye. Pese wote ase se eyi knowledge ni wo mu wo na wo beka wo bepaja wo ho aduru baabi na abie na wo tena sori dem de bia wo bompaye se wo ba osi ontumi nya hye bibia wo ye ma no wo mfa 10,000 hye ne nsa so mfa nko market de ende ka hu sori dem wona wo te no nyankopon mfa hye ma wo se wo de wo ba ko university wie na wie school na oba oduru ne mfie mpempenso na wankoye adwuma na otifie se da bia to aduane ma no obisa wo niama da bia na owu befu ne de a ende asori dem wona wo to waste with time cause wo disturb nyankopon da bia onyankopon to sei da bia onyankopon nye sei nti mo maye mpagya yemu this 3 stages na me de waba no uduru ho kra it is enough. When you are in this stage, you will be guided through a path. For example, most of my editorials are gotten by ethereal encounters, and this is how it happens. Medical catch say my messages no most of them no downloads and no na me dey ama one day. You can get here. Nobody should lie to you say won't me nyahwe. I just say obi ayama. It's a lie. Be a seeker and you will get through to all this path. Very easy. Inti se wo de wonim hwe kra fa ba ko amaka na wa start meditating into it na wa ba second stage na wa ba third stage. I will think of a topic na ma record it say energy me say me energy see full a ebi wa time with Maame Grace no metumi the one day I record it 6 weeks de egu ho ma record egu ho na yen yiye no that week ni mu nyina omo beba revelations ni na will bring that topic and they will come and talk about me downloads na me for free ethereal hodomo e de ba ye no. Do you know how I feel? It makes me feel say I am on course. De bia me kan asem we say ade bia wo ye ni nipa mienu miensa confirm ma wa unim ni awo ye pepepe but na wo so wo course nsem me ka che mo say revelations platform no so bi betna so a eya na masusu ama no ehwo ye mbu obi aye ni obi adi nkomo ye ni obi asre ye haters no they feel that they have a problem with me asking them questions omo ba ye na nka so omo ani gi ufro ye ni one guest a waba show you so a ufre ni bi omo be ka so ombada they will all come because they come and have fun no mo ba no mo ba be confirm ni ama na ma record egu ho no coincidentally omo be ba be ka asem na maka ya record egu ho ebi wo wa ye show ye nti ebi wo kra na ne asem no abe crash sa na de ne tie so hu ade na na obi so ka enu nti na make tro se me platform we enye de aye bo advert ni bio it is divine eye platform a me pese make se nyame na aye because mo be bizam ze nyame me ma so be ese of your time with Maame Grace na na ye discuss sinking the higher dimensions into stages ni bi no e na me de ama wo no ti se dia me ka kire wo no most of my editorials are gotten by ethereal encounters and this is how it happens. I will think of a topic then I will go and meet someone for a business meeting and the person will suddenly gift me a book and the book will coincidentally contain all that I am researching on that topic. Abusia tie mi ye she ade bi e ba wadwene mu no eno eye perfect eye unique eye serious it will help you than the obia ede man. It's because you don't know how to handle what comes to you. Enu nti na ya na wakoka kire obi no no emu no kro da kro sorry kro no honam tutu no na afei o mema whatever menko obi ho menko frɛ ibudu se manya vision we nti be kire mase o I just place it e wo me fantasies ne me imaginations so wonam sa obun se we hye obi no ne wa abekasa. Sometimes I will record time with Maame Grace and spiritual na medical akire mu akire no but say the whole week ni nyina guest no mo beba no na eno na omo ka eno ebema wa hu say dia wo ye no eye divine. You are not just doing what people want to know or people want to hear, like you are not following the trend, you are not a mass product, but you are on a mission and then you are on a purpose. Energies and as a universe nankasa e tie dia wo ye no echi nti na make actually say one kasa nipa na wo ho no ade bia wo be drop in your spirit no fa na fa ye adwuma stronger and powerful than their obi e ka kire. These are ethereal moments that guide our interactions to enable us to walk through a given knowledge and give us all we need for the research. Inti se wo twen se wo tena mundi nokora wo platform no so. Mundi nokora fa classroom pa na wo kotena ye for spirituality a wo feel say eno na ama wa spiritual. Wonye spiritual dada ye di kotena classroom wono ma entale wo be ye stranger e wo hono mu. Inti tell me se wo feel say bibi wo hono mu a wo kotena ye yetumi ye education ma wa spiritual a ye wo na wo be decide wo yare na wo hospital na doctor ne ma waduro na oba na de begu dem ma wo bewu na eche say ye wo na wo be heal wo. But doctor ne de wo kono hokoje comfort. Just like Christianity any religion I say emotional control. I mean twam ko na omo de enche na omo bu afumi so. And sometimes no you need opinions now they are driving the future. Until be family de kakra be for obi so de kakra be for obi so de kakra, but know that your self they are obey ama wo ho no eno na ye daachi e de ma. This is what makes my show special. It is divine and out of another dimension into this dimension. Because niyama na meni wuche ni na be honest. Obi kan say me na me say bi mo ye sincere wo platform yi so. Or say wo topics there. Be honest. Be honest. Another aspect of ethereal stage is when someone shares your exact thought. Ade ne ba wadwene mu a na nipa naka. Be honest. Eniama wo dwen ho. Wo dwen ho a ebi wo be hu say week na de a wo dwen ho a wo be hu na week na me de sa topic no na me de aba. So when we baby aye nam aye ko no ye synchronize ne ya pagya ye mu e de akosoro. Enye 888 pe. And it's so important. You face this synchronicity no every day, but we just don't know. Ti say to me bom ni to me yes enia me ya. Eno na make say unity no eye power. Ade bia ni wiase a enye dia ebefa wo so na mercy wo template no eno na hu awro wo mpaboa na fedwane, but you can test almost everything till you know said their warfare no resonate with you reactions bia anyhow. Of your time with Maame Grace. Afa mama yen share another thing mama o lucid stage and a mama o hyper intuition and a mama o ethereal. Now let's look at timeline leap. And also so this stage is very essential and the highest of them all for me. Meha ade a me treating and day baby a me pese onipa bia wo hwe me oduru this stage, and you can do this. I trust in you. This involves meeting or interacting with a higher version of you from a different timeline. Nkrofo to me so dai ehu omo ho no mu dwane no mo ne omo ho eku, because the spirit or the ethereal you no ebe fight this body na resonate na reason with enia maybe a eye, but ye say ye hu brunsam eye wa ho na hu ye no ena mi hu owo ena owo no opese obe wura mi mu wa wo ye owo nso se owo obe wura mu dwane. You see yama eho na wu ye dream ni de ya misinterpreting no wrongly into obi so dai kra no hu ni business ni future no ono ni real self a problem. This happens when your pineal gland gets activated and begins to access other realms. Thereby, your brain begins to create other realities in your current world. If you get to this stage, that is where you will do all the topics I do. That is when you will do all the programs. You don't get tired. That is when you know. That is when you will be called to come in school. No be some say school na me kwai no me farmer no I was called. Mimpo rough why na me tia me de be apply. Social media is powerful. I'm telling you. Because what na so why expose you who to the whole world. Into koso etwa wo bedroom na fato abontin. We show the whole world. They know the wise ones and excuse me, they know the foolish ones as well. So all the school na me kono, they call me. Me ampo me time am they call apply. The importance of these encounters is that they are transformative. Eba wabra boso a wabra boso san wonte ase ye different. Nya de obi ja wusu say den. You will understand. Oh, they twem akọ. Na wiase ne de na permanent. Bibia temporal ominua. For example, an 18-year-old girl may come across a rich and neatly dressed lady driving a Mercedes Benz, and the encounter will be brief, but from that day the girl may start acting and dressing to achieve that goal she saw. Anka we a beautiful nyasha wo de no we papa de na make a beautiful. You see someone and the person seems like your future perfect self. It inspires and transforms your thinking instantly. Ebi mo ho mo hu me pe obi krampo no se me nkoton wig ana me tu wig im nkoton ni kuromu anwa na eto ebebo me so enye me talent ana mte ya na me share no. It is transformational, it is inspirational when you get to the timeline leap. It's so powerful, it's so beautiful. Inti me bom paye so bia be fast stage na me dey me mani nyinemu na wa bedru this stage. Your life is so simple. Won fa hwe nkotechire wo kon na ade achichiri wuti awie yi mu na wo mo ma hwefom na wo kwanwe na wo kwa. When you get to this stage, then you know what is called spirituality. Say enye anything you do or die affair. Like it's so smooth, so natural, so nice and so helpful. It transforms your life. It messy with templates. Never. This happens to children a lot because their pineal are active and mild. You get to this stage easily. So every celebrity or famous politician will tell you that when they were children, they saw someone doing something that transformed their thoughts and they wanted to be like this or like that. Timeline leap encounters are so impactful and magical. That is why children are advised not to watch certain movies or music videos because their transformative gland can be triggered by wrong examples or wrong timelines of what they see and surround themselves with. Ntina untumi nkwa abruchiri na nkoka de amoka wanere RME de amoka Islam ne Bible RME kolande nakoka wo ye teacher ni a say yenje wo license in few ha ahaya na eze umbaze ne benenam sorry entum mfa nko we enyim ho na ye Africa de say ye say ahumti ofa nkola no kogu bush 2.5 years u deprive your education ka mechiwatum we na me meka wa begina ho ma mentoa so. Men unconsciously meet beautiful girls and they start asking, where are you from? Are you in this neighborhood? No, mashawo na banono. Wow, I've not seen you before. I don't know where your town council ni mobile area name. I'll be sa. Oh, and I saying, yes, it's like that. Timelines are identical. Baby, what bet you na unim sa ha sama bahada. So you can easily jump or leap into one another without knowing because the situations are similar, just nicer from lower to higher. The higher you go, the better you become. This is time leap. Share abusunya say to me drew has say this stage a wonye jealous of obio Andre ye say young girlie omo ye ya na me bisa girls ne say na lady why then omo ye ya no wato Range Rover 2024 model a Ghana ha ye say nipa 6 so sahi na ewo bi e na wato Tesla enso de aba new no wakoyi wo habo e na ode the camera si so. Selma, you do all. I applaud you. Adie na ukoye wo de ye ntua wo kanti na moye ya ne say is this not an achievement? Onye bi ekrom anye bi no ankoje car mpo apepa mpo mo anya ye kofa car ne koye wato free abrochire e de asi ship so e de aba akle na watwa the video a sebe So who at this stage you will appreciate that girl. Selma, why you dear? You do all. I applaud you. Me have a fan ma bumpy ama. A bumpy am wedi wate. Why you dear dodo? Anka you wouldn't me and a year ba. Into when they were telling me, I was like, into all the insult is about her what talk or barbesia, what talk ne car. 2024 model. Ni passe so sahi. O to Tesla face so. Won celebrate we be celebrate den. E work plan. Na ahoya because we don't have any of these qualities. Nti obi ya de a ye sa. Mami Grace kura de. Ayin obi say ye uko Google me matare a meche. Na akọ nso waje wani so. We so Google na wani so shine o. Na ukasa wahwe wanu yi. Ayin ko Google na hwe na je wani so. Obi ane ne life o. Mama yen celebrate each other. Baby obi akoduru ho no. Say ye wo fa celebrating na waduru ho apa ho. Eye wo ya wunduru ho da because wa condemn me. Obi akoto akola ya de ente de. Mo se mo celebrate. Nti nka onko wi ade na no ho mra asem na mu jubilate. Ta! Nipa bonesem. Adwen na bubu apropro pineal gland ni dia ebi kura dia hye. Asofo no kro mo boso pa o ma papa nkrofo bebri de. Ma me nto aso. The higher you go, the better you become. You don't actually have anybody's time. You care about souls. You don't have anybody's time. When we tell you not to make your children watch certain content, it is not because we are villagers and our eyes no open yet. It is mainly because in movies and music, impactation, I konkola no no edos. Nkola bebre nanti asesam because musicians need who am dressing. Oba asase a na Abyssinia change than kom. Oba kakra na change na ye kese kakra. Eye kakra won sa ye mienu na eye kese na ekọ. They are all learning from people. Nti se yesi mema wo ba nhwe bibia keke a is because omo wo this stage ne dada. Nti bibia betumi abo awura omumu. Enye because of sex ni ade nti na yesi mo nhwe. But enye sex nko na ese nipa. But obi betumi ahwe ade bi aye decision bi. What they see is accompanied by sound and frequency music. And until you say, because sound and frequency, na drive bibia, na ye nini so na one saw no already no or that time leap no. Inti osha easy say bibia betumi sweeping off. Ade me bomb pie say me targeting now. WhatsApp. Any social media. Share marriages be bregu no social media. First no to tell someone say wo pen no kra no. E be dey say WhatsApp asem onipa ni ntumi hwe gbanim say nka no. Obe text ya ma osisi a. Serious. Inti marriages na egu no te aware ni obi to sunu wo Facebook. Inti no ba ni say op divorce na ma no be poison wa ma wewu. No akodi oba ba obema ba ko nechi. Social media dey Africa terrible, serious. Papa no ketwa chen boni just like religion. So serious. An example is the movie Titanic. The music and the scenes can easily distort you into a transformative effect. Romeo and Juliet. Inti nkola ne ya mo say on me amikokumi ho me Romeo and Juliet. Titanic is so Jack obeda nsudum no wewu no wa fidua ne do didua na ma Rose wa akọ wiyo ibi ne yere awo na ebe play hero wa ha ebo wu sharp so obi ko hwe sa ne ma we ya now mo ma yemfa afotuo we emfa ma obia na yemfa ma ye ho mfa ma ye ma. I have to caution you not to force yourself into spirituality. Never. Men force wo. What I mean is that some people want to shift and see things so badly that they can easily fall prey to quack spirituality. You see spirituality no bebre, but what do you want to pa now be so questions are to me who use drugs and other psychedelic to induce hallucinations and visitations by archons as astral travel and fifth dimension journey. It's not like that. Archons. Icons. Anybody at all can see, but what you see through matters. Because there are consequences in the world. Do not take drugs to induce spirituality. Menye be da. Even if you have to, make sure it's from a qualified and experienced source. We can't wait till last week. When your pineal gland is hard like rock, and you are soaked in dogma, and you take those psychedelic drugs to see visions and get spiritual abilities, you will be lured by archons who can paint any reality to you like it's heaven. Opese uhu, obeji wani so. Susu. A gradual process, you're ready. A bampo natural. A naturally, and your force. Meditation and love is the key. Makasem ways are. Surround yourself with spiritual elements that enhance your vibrations. Do this for yourself and give yourself some time. Taking one by one after the other, and you will get there. One fine lady in America. Na me nene kasa. Na me chire ni niyama bi. O say, hey ma. Na de na woma ye hu na ye ntobi. Na me say, me. I have my people 25 years in this thing. I have my people, papa. Me to be me tonton nyama sa. I ain't know. I say, oh mommy, don't do that. Mommy, some of us want to recommend. I say, okay, let me test the waters. And I make a post different types of sage. Different types of sage in my office. Be 12 pieces. 12 different type of sage. Because 12 different types of sage. Na office wo. Ti me posti 4. And me posti Palo Santo at the count. A fake comment na se no bi ko complaining about copper bo. How damp ayeye. Ebusuya me nua copper wo me ho bibia me ye bia no. Enye Ghana ha. Me ye farmer nti me ndua copper wo me farm ho. Na me tutu ba. Na me de I don't know che say. Hey, I don't know at the point eti ye mu as black people, especially Ghanaians. Me ni ma de eti ye mu da. Ya post to sage. Can dia we use da. Ene dia wo de ye. Oka copper asem. Ene copper bo. Me nua copper. Me maame amatabu